Hey everyone, Xander's here, and it's the 27th of October, and as promised, new Pokemon information has been released to the public through the Twitter account, YouTube, all that good stuff. We got some new Pokemon, we got confirmation on the final evolutionary stages of the starters, and a few other little surprises in this video, so we're going to look through it. I've already watched it, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a little more excited than I was in the last announcement, so this is just keep building and building, so let's not just waste time. Let's dive right in with the starter final evolutions. So with the starters, we start off with Rowlet's final form, which is Decidueye. I don't know how to pronounce this one yet. Until somebody says it in an official context, I'm not going to know. But it is a grass ghost type Pokemon, which threw me off because it's grass flying its first two evolutions, and then it just becomes ghost. Okay, I'm not gonna complain. I kind of like the design. It's very like Robin Hood-ish. It's got like a hoodie, like the two leaves that kind of stick out here, like pull strings. So that's really kind of cool. And it even has like a little like leaf thing right here going, like an autumn leaf kind of thing, similar kind of like Lord of the Rings almost, with like the Hobbit's little like thing. That's really kind of cool. I like that little aesthetic change. It's got the ability to overgrow, which of course it does. And it's got a move, it's got a signature move. All of the three starter final evolutions have a signature move. And the signature move for the Decidueye, which is one I'm going to stick with calling it for now because I don't know, is called Spirit Shackle, which prevents opponents from switching out. So this gives you field control. That is pretty cool. Now I'm wondering if it's a grass type move or a ghost type move. Either way, it's going to have stab. So yeah, that's actually really interesting. I like that. And I think I like the overall aesthetic. It just kind of really veers off a bit though from like the last evolution, to where it had like the big like swoosh hair and everything. I was like, huh, you know, uppity and everything, and it just turns into like a Robin Hood all of a sudden. Okay, and it gets kind of shy, I guess. I don't know, but I like it overall. Next up we have Incineroar, and that is the final form for Litten, and thankfully it is not fire fighting, it is a fire dart type, which is what we were all hoping for, and it looks like a big ass wrestler, and I love it. If you can't tell, I'm a wrestling fan, and yeah, this is really cool. It's got the ability Blaze, because again, of course it does, they can't give the starter evolution, you know, anything unique really, of course. I love this look for this Pokemon, so it's really awesome. And then the signature move for Incineroar is Darkest Lariat, which I love that name. I'm sorry, Darkest Lariat. God, that is so wrestling. It is so awesome. I don't care. You can make fun of me for this, but I think it's awesome. It ignores an opponent's stat changes. So you can do all the stat changes you want, buff yourself up, everything. It just goes, screw you, breaks through, and clotheslines your ass. Yes, I think this is cemented who I'm picking for my main playthrough on my game of choice between the two, since I'm getting both. But this is going to be my main game. I think this has kind of sealed the deal on who my main pick is going to be. It's just too awesome to pass up. And then of course we have the final form for Popplio, and it is Primarina, and it is Water Fairy, which is what I had been guessing for a while that it would end up being. You can go back to my earlier videos, I don't remember which one it was, but you can look at my earlier videos, and yeah, I predicted it back then that it was going to be Water Fairy, and I was right. But then again, I'm not the only one that was saying it, but I was saying it. I like this design. It's very elegant. It's very, what's the word I'm thinking? I guess beautiful? I mean, that's kind of the one way I can do it. It's very I guess I have to stick with elegant. It's really cool. I like it, and it's very feminine. So I wonder if there's gonna be any slight change between the male and female between the two. Which, yeah, if there's not, whatever. This is gonna be really cool. And again, the ability to torrent, because again, starter, you know the whole deal. I'm not gonna keep going on, but the signature move for this one is really cool. It's called Sparkling Aria, and it heals the burns of any target it strikes. Okay, so it's benevolent, but still kicking your ass at the same time. It's weird, but hey, you know what? It's something different. So I don't think the signature move is as useful as some of the others, but I still think it's kind of cool. So, because it's trying something different, and that's this generation in a nutshell. So beyond that, we don't just get the final form of the starters, we get to look at the Guardians. We finally get to meet the other 3 Guardian spirits for the Alola region. So we know about Tapu Koko, we've known about that pretty much since the beginning, and that was our electric fairy, so it's time to meet the other 3. First up, we have the Akala Island Guardian, which I'm glad we're starting to get the name of the islands now, but the Akala Island Guardian is Tapu Lele, and it's a psychic fairy, I believe. Yeah, it's a psychic fairy and has the ability Psychic Surge. I'm not 100% sure what it does. It's probably like Electric Surge boosts, certain moves. But yeah, I like this design. It's like a little selfish thing. It's like it just kind of screws in. It's really cool. I like it. It's pretty cute. It's cute. I like it. And the fairy psychic typing can be a really strong typing combination. So I'm okay with this. I'm really okay with this. Next up on our list of the Island Guardians is Ula Ula Islands Guardian. Ula. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to use these names, but it's Tapu Bulu, and this is a grass fairy, and he just looks like a bull. I love it. It's like it's got like a nose ring and everything. I don't know. It's really kind of cool. It got Grassy Surge. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it boosts grass moves. And it looks like it gets Leech Horn, according to the video. It looks like here. But again, the design, it's unique, it's cool, and I like the fact that it's not green or pink. Again, this is going against the trend of, Pokemon tend to have a color that represents the type they are. So I think that's really cool to keep people kind of guessing and to kind of, again, break the mold. And our last Guardian is Pony Island's Tapu Fini. Now, it is a water fairy, much like our new starter evolution final form for Popplio. This one is actually another really well-designed one. It's like a mermaid in a seashell kind of thing, so it's really cool. Has Misty Surge, which I think actually boosts the fairy moves rather than the water moves, if I can guess right. Again, another interesting design. It's purple instead of blue. So again, it kind of breaks the mold. It kind of reminds me of Cloyster. I mean, there's some blue there, but it screams water, but doesn't look like it's going, it's a for sure water type in its own way. But yeah, I like this. So far, the Guardians, all top notch. I love the designs. Another really interesting thing we've learned about the Guardians is that all of the Guardians share a unique Z move, and we get to see it here, and holy shit is it interesting. Basically, you are, as a kid, a 10-year-old, or I guess 11-year-old technically in this game. They actually say in the demo that 11-year-olds get to do the trials, so you're 11 in this, not 10. So different. Ooh, does that mean Ash might age up? I think it's official in this new anime. Ash is aging up to 11. I'm calling it right now. But yeah, you get to watch the Tapus, latch onto this massive fucking body and then goes around like smashing. So the 11-year-old gets control of a fucking kaiju. It's awesome. I'm sorry, I'm gushing a bit here, but this is just really interesting. And again, they're trying new things. They're going outside of the norm. They're taking chances. And for me so far, it's paying off. I mean, at least the interest level through the roof. I think today I read actually that the demo for Sun and Moon has already broke over 3 million downloads, which is good. It's great. I just hope that translates into full-on buys. Yeah, moving on from this, we have more Pokemon. So we have a new Pokemon here, and that is Cosmog. And Cosmog is a pure psychic and has the ability Unaware. And it's so cute. It's just a little like galaxy gas puffball thing. It's so adorable. I love it. I wonder if it evolves. I really hope it does. But it just looks so cute. I mean, there's not much to say about it. It just looks like a little floating galaxy with a ring around it, And then, of course, we get the, Alolan Persian, and it is for sure pure dark, and it's fat, and it's weird looking. I already like the fact that it's, getting the Garfield treatment. A lot of people are just kind of putting it on the Garfield comic strips. So I approve. And it has the ability Fur Coat or Technician. So again, this could still make it a pretty decent Pokemon overall. Now, this next part, though, is where I am interested a little bit more. So it's witness the beginning of the Alolan Pokemon League. So this is developing into, something different. It's being constructed now. I wonder if this is something that's going to be post-game. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, we're going to make an awesome league here, so you'd better become an awesome trainer. So I'm really wondering how far ahead this is. So this is really cool. But Alolan Champions, so this may mean we get to see the new league finished and go through the league. So I'm hoping there's still an Elite Four to beat, because that would be really cool. But the champions get to take on the battle tree. So this is our our new battle frontier kind of deal. But it's a nice, interesting little twist. Basically, you get to battle and team up with famous trainers from other games. And the first one they show you is Gen 4's Cynthia. Right there, this is already gonna have a lot of fans clamoring like yes, because Cynthia's a fan favorite. So it's really kind of cool to kind of, see her come back. She's pretty damn strong. And of course, the next one to show, as far as the possibility of battle or team up, is Wally from Gen 3. So good, that's just really kind of cool to see he's kind of matured a bit. And it looks like he's got a Mega Stone sitting there in his little pendant thing. So again, really nice to see Wally's kind of grown up a little bit. This has been a few years, obviously. And then, oh boy, and then they hit you good. They hit you good with some nostalgia. You get to battle legends. And what are those legends, you ask? Blue and red. Holy shit, you get to take on Blue and red. And what is really cool is this is the first time we've seen red since Gen 2. I mean, you got the remakes, with gold and silver, but it was still the Gen 2 version of that. So this is, for the third time, red is appearing in a game. And it's a unique appearance, and he's grown. He's an adult now, or at the very least a late teen. This is really cool. I kind of like the designs of red and blue here. So it's really cool, and they have their championship teams, it looks like. You have blue throwing out Alakazam, and you have blue throwing out Pikachu. So, at the very least, you're going to see some really cool shit here. God damn. Game Freak, you're playing all the stops this time. I highly approve. This has got me a lot more pumped because this is bringing in the lore from past games. This is still doing, these new, incredibly different things while still, having your ties to the past. There's still an oak in the game. There's two oaks in the game, technically, because they're blue. You're bringing back the protagonist and the antagonist, or the protagonist and the rival from the original games to the new games. You're bringing back past champions and rivals from other games into the modern game again, which is similar to Black and White 2's the World Championships thing they did, which is really cool because you got to battle again. So I take that back. This is the fourth time Red's made an appearance in another generation in total. So 4 generations worth of Red. I'm okay with this. He still doesn't talk. He still doesn't talk. Why is this still a joke? I'm glad they call it out in this. I like the new final forms. I like the new Pokemon. I'm on Persian, but you know what? Persian's never one of my favorites anyway, so it's kind of a throwaway thing. But it still might be a good Pokemon. We'll see. I like all the new Guardians. As a whole, they're really cool. I like the new Z move. This is just icing on the cake at this point. I don't know what else they can do. I'm glad that every time they've shown something like the new mechanics they're adding as far as new events they're going to have in game, or new ways they're changing things, or the new teams, everything has a good feel to it. It doesn't feel tacked on. It doesn't feel half-assed. Now, mind you, we still haven't had a chance to play it, so maybe they are in, actuality tacked on, not as good. But I'm very optimistic that they're going to be awesome. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting these. I know my kids are going to be excited later when I can show them the final forms to see what their picks are going to be. I don't know how my daughter's going to feel because she's going with Litten. I don't know if she's going to like the wrestler kind of feel to Litten's final form, but, maybe. And my son, he's going Popplio. You haven't known that yet, but I don't know, he might like this still. I think he'll like the final form because he still thinks things can look cool no matter what. And I think that's a really good quality about him. So I think he's really going to gravitate to Popplio's final form. Who knows? Maybe the final forms will convince him to change. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I know a lot of people are excited as much as the three of us are. So yeah, leave your comments down below. Tell me what you know about this video has excited you. What about the games overall is exciting you? Which version you're picking? Whatever you want to talk about down below. Even criticisms down below. Talk about it. Discuss it. Also, thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and to follow me on Twitter. Until next time, my name is Zandros, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.